You turn toward me and look so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes. And everything we said we'd be, we just traded for a suit coat and a tie. And underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. Silent for the wind is cold. I must return.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. I just had blood work done, and we shall see where my HCG level is at. Our first blood draw was 10 days past 5-day transfer, and my HCG level was at 149.8. So the doctor wants to see my numbers doubled. That was on December 30th. Today is January 2nd of 2020, and we're hoping, praying that this one is it. We're hoping that this is the baby that we get to bring home in August of 2020. Little guy, or gal,
Little knees.
So it's in a fetal position.
Oops, sorry.
You're good. Actually, that looks like. How do you start the video?
Let's do it.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you guys? Hope all is well. Today is July 26th, 2020. And as you can hear,
Approximate time is 8:05 p.m.
As you can hear the baby on the monitor,
Her heartbeat.
we are excited and a little sad because I am 33 weeks and 6 days today. I'm actually getting induced tonight at midnight. So our little baby girl will actually be here in the next few days. We have so much footage that we recorded after finding out that we were pregnant, and a lot of the footage has been deleted. We've lost a lot of footage, so we're really sad. So we're just going to give you guys a recap of where we have been at, and how this pregnancy has gone.
This journey, this amazing journey.
So we're super blessed.
Yes, beyond right now.
We're hours away of being parents. 4 hours
To start
the process of being parents. We're obviously parents to little angels,
Yes.
but we're finally going to have, God willing, our child earthside.
Our baby girl.
So we actually found out that we were pregnant on Christmas Day. We had the faintest of all lines, which we do have pictures and videos of ultrasounds and pictures of my baby bump that we get to share. But the video of how I told Victor, unfortunately, we only have like one video updating you guys. But so we found out that we were pregnant on December 25th, 2019, so on Christmas. We shared with our families that we were pregnant, that we were expecting, that it was a faint line. We didn't know where it was going to take us after 2 miscarriages. It was such a bittersweet moment to finally experience those double lines again. We found out January 8th, January 5th, we had a scare. I started bleeding, and we were very, very scared because that's how our miscarriages always started. I was put on strict bed rest. When we went to the fertility clinic, we actually found out that we had 2 embryos that stuck. One was a day behind, and we'll get to show you guys the ultrasound for that one to show our 2 little ones. Unfortunately, around 8 weeks, 7-8 weeks mark, it was just an ultrasound that I attended with my mother-in-law, and we found out that our second little one had actually stopped growing. On the screen there was 2 identical sacs, and one was completely empty. So they called it vanishing twin syndrome. So that was kind of hard.
At the same time, I'm not trying to say too much where it'll mess up the video.
We have a creeper back there.
I have a tendency of doing that, yeah.
Okay, so after we found out that the baby was no longer with us, they told me that my body was either gonna. Someone has the hiccups. So once they told us that the second baby, twin B, was no longer with us, they told us that my body was either going to bleed or my body was going to absorb it. So thankfully, blooper, thankfully my mother-in-law, Victor's mom, was there with us. She was there for moral and emotional support.
Yes. Continue to hear that our little one was continuing to go strong.
So we continued shots, we continued estradiol, and the patches. We graduated from our fertility clinic in February. We stopped our shots in February as well, around what? It was around Valentine's Day that we stopped our shots. Then the whole world came crashing down on us. We actually are going through the pandemic and COVID and everything. So I started working from home. We had such a beautiful gender reveal planned. We actually had to cancel because we wanted the safety of our family and ourselves in the pregnancy. We didn't want anything to jeopardize it. So the day that California was actually on a stay-at-home order,
we were literally heading to the ultrasound, and we were listening to the governor put out his first speech on this COVID and his first restrictions ever on this whole COVID-19 thing while we were heading out to our ultrasound. So we were listening to it on the edge of our seats, but at the same time we were so excited to go to the ultrasound to find out, or to get the determination of what the gender was. So it was just nerve-wracking and at the same time excitement put together. It was just like, I was kind of like half and half. Like, I'd get so excited, but then I'd start listening to him and I'd be like, oh, what's going on? Is it going to affect us really that much?
I'm gonna lower that a little So we actually had some of our closest family members around us, and that's the day that California went on a stay-at-home order and all of this COVID was at its peak. We actually found out that we were having a little girl.
Okay, so we have the baby. Baby's head on this side, little belly there. We'll begin by hearing the heartbeat. Very good. Sounds strong. Baby's heart rate measure is 157 beats per minute. Very good. Okay, so we have the baby with baby's little arm, little hand right on the hip there. We can see baby's bone structure, spine, baby's ribs there. Like opening the little mouth.
Ready?
Ready?
One,
Okay, 1,
2,
2,
3.
1, 2, 3. So we decided that her name was gonna be Itzel Juliana Rodriguez.
Because the reason that name we picked, the middle name especially, was really, really important due to the fact that the exact same day the governor put restrictions on all of California was also the exact same day that my grandmother, who was a really big part of my life, I grew up with, passed away on that day as well. So in honor for her and everything like that, we went ahead and, picked Juliana as her middle name.
And all my aunts and all my family had me stumped because, the Hispanic culture, they look at you the way your belly is, the way your dark line is, the way the ultrasounds look.
Which was an eye-opener to me because I've never really dealt with superstitions. And my wife was, ever since I met her, has been introducing me to all these different superstitions out there. And then now when it came to the pregnancy part, she was telling me all these different superstitions, and I was just like, wait, really? Oh, really? Really? So I was checking her out, inspecting her body the whole time. Her tias were convincing me another way. One would convince me for a girl, one would convince me for a boy.
But the majority was that everybody thought that we were having a boy. Everybody was so sure.
I was so convinced that we were going in for a boy.
So at that gender reveal, our little spontaneous finding out the gender, when the pink confetti came out, we were like,
a crazy story. It's crazy. As soon as we got there, we had all this family there, simply because
we had canceled our gender reveal. We did a last minute set up an appointment. We had our family there. I initially had made the gender reveal appointment with an unlimited amount of people to be there. When we got there and everybody was waiting for us to just go into the room, the technicians told us, sorry, but no one can go in other than the mom and the dad. So we had the whole room full of our family.
It was crazy.
And it was raining. It was shut down. Like everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong.
There was so much adversity that night.
Yeah.
Like just everything. Like you were thinking, oh my goodness, what else? Exactly.
So, but we got to find out that our little one was a healthy little girl. And she was a girl. She was stubborn.
She was a very stubborn one.
She did not want to let us see her gender.
Oh my goodness. She
and
was very modest with herself.
She had her legs crossed, her ankles crossed, right at her privates.
Oh, man.
She did not want to move. She would move her hands.
Breaks. We took breaks during the ultrasound.
I crawled on the floor.
And she
did whatever I could.
She was doing anything she possibly could to try to get this baby to move.
Just for us to be able to see her gender. So we are pretty much, my whole pregnancy was stuck at home being stuck, being quarantined at home just for the safety of myself and the baby. I was blessed for work. I was able to work from home. So,
which, in all honesty, you know, at the same time, you know, we really couldn't ask for a better time that the governor did this, because you know, being home is, of course, everybody would say and agree, would be the safest place to be. You know,
yeah,
you know what's clean, you know what's, you know, everything inside your house. So
yeah.
for
Unfortunately,
us to
I
understand-
dealt,
and it honestly brought me a lot of comfort and not having to stress or anything if she's out there in this world, you know, with everything going on, to know that she was home safe when I knew where she was at.
yeah.
You know?
I dealt with a lot of nausea and throwing up on my whole first trimester. Most of my second trimester, I threw up. I lost quite a bit of weight. We got to do, well, actually, I lost a lot of weight, so I was actually underweight, but the baby was growing, baby was healthy, all my checkups were really, really good. So we just got to enjoy it the most that we could. Our family, Victor's side of the family, my in-laws actually threw us a surprise baby shower, and we got to enjoy that. We had our joint baby shower planned for August 1st, but as you know, today is July 26th. I want to say maybe after 25 weeks, I started to swell. My ankles became kinkles. Initially, I got the doctor to check me out. I complained, hey, I'm retaining water, and California's heat is no joke. So we got checked. They checked me to make sure everything was fine. They had lab work, tested my urine. Everything was good. Come July, I want to say after 4th of July, I was one day at work and I just did not feel well. I didn't really feel the baby move quite a bit that day, so I was really concerned. When I got home, I usually just elevate my feet because my ankles are so swollen. My husband put a cold wrap around,
like a cold towel, cold rag or something, and then just wrap her feet in it, and it usually does the trick. If all you people out there going through it,
swollen feet is a given with pregnancy.
A little trick for you. I don't know if you guys have done it, but it works.
But once the stay-at-home order was lifted, I went back to work. I work at an office job, so it's super easy to just sit at a computer and be in AC all day. But that day, I just did not feel like myself. I was tired. I felt like I worked in the field, in the sun, in the heat all day. So when I got home, I told my husband, you know what, I don't feel good. I was swollen. I just told him something's not right. I took my blood pressure and it did not look good. So I called my doctor. They told me go to the hospital, go to labor and delivery and get checked out. Once I did so, I was admitted. They had done labs. They checked my urine, and I was diagnosed with mild preeclampsia. We stayed in the hospital, July 9th and the 10th. I was released. That was the biggest scare. We went home that Saturday. I washed all the baby stuff. We
were like in a high gear on this.
Like, oh shit.
Like, okay, it's I don't know why.
It just triggered us.
We have to have a fire lit under us for us to start. But right then and there, we started putting a lot of things together. A lot of the big things were already put together, but we started adding the little things here and there.
Yeah.
This one, that one. Hanging up a few things, putting up curtain or whatever it is. We literally within a day and a half we had
everything
a lot of
set
stuff,
up, organized in the baby room.
Stuff from the baby shower, we had to organize it into the drawers and everything, of course, as well. So it was just a lot of stuff we took out in a day and a half, which was pretty. It was honestly really. It felt good towards the end.
So come that Monday, I had a doctor's appointment. I dressed for work, went into my doctor's appointment. Told her about, hey, they labor and delivery, the hospital. I stayed over the weekend. They stated I have mild preeclampsia. Once my doctor checked my blood pressure, she said, you're not going to work. You're going back to the hospital. So we've been in the hospital since July 11th. My blood pressure has been up and down. I was on magnesium for a couple of days. I have not been able to leave the hospital since July 11th. It is now the 26th. They gave me steroid shots for the baby's lungs. I've had countless, I don't know if you guys can see, countless IVs. I've had this is like my sixth IV. I've had 2 steroid shots for the baby's lungs. The doctor decided to induce me at 34 weeks. Hence, we're getting induced in a few hours. Our original due date was September 7th, and we're in July. And here comes our little one. So, you guys, it's getting real.
It's been literally the journey that, you know, I'm sure other people have gone through as well, but for us it's been one heck of a ride.
We're blessed.
We are beyond blessed, especially you know, with all the adversity we've gone through and everything we've been through and everything like that. You know, with her having to be here at the hospital this entire time, and it's like, you know, all her responsibilities of, like, you know, other miscellaneous stuff I'm having to take care of now, and at the same time having to go to work, but staying the night here. I sleep on a sofa, a little reclining sofa, and you know what, we make it. We still make it through. We're still pushing really hard, and you know what, I couldn't, like I told her already, I don't think I would actually be anywhere else spending this moment and this journey, you know, without her. You know, I don't see how. There's a lot of things going on in the background with our lives right now. I won't really get into it, but she's been a rock and my support and helping me push for a better future for not only me but for our family. And oh man, I mean, if you guys only knew what kind of ride this has been, but that's what makes this right here such a blessing. You know, I pray and I pray, and we are going to see our little girl soon. I'm gonna be able to see her soon.
The
and
downside,
it's gonna be worth it.
So it's a bittersweet moment that we're getting to meet our daughter at 34 weeks. She's gonna have to spend some time in NICU.
Yes.
So we've met with quite a bit of nurses. It's a struggle, but preeclampsia is pretty serious. So for the safety of my health and her health, fortunately, she's been doing very, very well. We haven't had any issues with her.
She is a fighter.
She is a strong little one, and we're so excited to meet her. We're nervous, but we just look back at our journey, and it's been a long 3 years. Next month, we're going to be married 4 years, together 9 years. So it's been a long journey, lots of losses, lots of shots, lots of medications, lots of tears, lots of prayers, lots of people that have supported us day in and day out. We just want to thank our family. We've gotten some beautiful care packages. Since we had to cancel our baby shower, our gender reveal, this isn't, you know, the way we wanted, you know, things to be for our first child, but all we got to do is just count our blessings. We have a healthy baby on the way.
Our faith and our just humbleness right now, and just gratefulness that we have is what it's what's making us get through all these times, you know, all these adversities. We're just rolling with the punches, and it's not gonna knock us down. It ain't gonna stop us from reaching our goal. We're just one really, really, really strong family. And once she gets here, she's gonna know that, and that's why she's fighting. That's why she's such a tough little one right now, and she won't go anywhere. She's here. She's here with us.
Yeah, God willing, labor and delivery goes well. I'm scared. I'm not really ready, but it's not like I can say, just kidding, let me go
You
back.
know what I mean? Full term or not, you know, I don't think anybody is really ready. I think you're just kind of. This morning, Alicia was already telling me, like, hey, you're nervous, huh? I said, like, how can you tell? She said, oh, because you're already up and you're cleaning the room and you're picking things up and you're putting things away. Like, you can't just relax. I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess you caught me there because, yeah, I couldn't. I told her if this hospital wasn't on such a lockdown because of this COVID-19, I'd be out for a run. I'd probably be just trying to drain my energy just so I can just sleep or try to just calm down a little bit or whatever. But, yeah, it's just,
See, I got the hiccups now.
it is happening. And,
It is happening. I just
I'm
want to
excited.
say that no matter the journey, no matter how tough the road is, keep pushing, keep going. At the end of it, it's all going to be worth it. However we get to parenthood, however you get to start your family, whether it be through fertility drugs, through time, through regular, through IVF, through adoption, through fostering, through embryo and sperm donation, however your story
whatever
is,
fills you as a family, makes you complete and whole.
it's all going to be worth
It's
it.
all worth it in the end. The process and everything, it's all going to be worth it in the end.
I just hope us sharing our story and sharing how our journey has been is helping those. I've connected with such an amazing,
We have such a huge support from all over,
yeah,
everywhere, all over this nation.
our
It's
Instagram
crazy.
messages and
It's
our
crazy.
following and people reaching out and praying for us has been
I thank all of
an
you out there
absolute
for doing
blessing.
that. I thank you all for doing that, for being not only here for me, but especially for her. It really, really means a lot to me. Thank you all.
Thank you to our friends. Thank you to our family.
Beyond blessed.
We are grateful, thankful, and blessed. So
Thank you to the nursing staff here. Oh my
yes.
gosh, they've been.
Oh my goodness, my
I
nurses
cannot forget.
are
I can't leave them out because
so
they've been huge.
so
They've been
nice.
huge. Every single one of them. We haven't had one.
I've been
dedicated
stuck
one.
here for
We literally
days,
know.
for
I
weeks.
think they told us already. We basically have caught the whole entire staff. They all know who Alicia is, and honestly, they've been the nicest people ever. They've tried accommodating her with her sleep, and they have to, of course, they have to come in and check on her once in a while. But they've been literally doing everything they possibly can to let her get her sleep. Especially today, they've really honestly been letting her rest a lot, which is huge, because she's gonna be entering that arena, and she's gonna be going to town. She's gonna fight with this one.
So we're gonna try to do our best and take a maternity photo shoot somewhere here in our room.